Hi everybody, this video is about equivalent expressions. If you're wondering what equivalent expression means, equivalent means equal, and expression means half an equation. So they're wondering, which expression, which half an equation is equivalent, is equal to this guy? So let's figure it out. This is 5 times 6x plus 3y. And if I lost you there, I'm only said 5 times because we know that if 5 is like right next to something, if a number is right next to something, that just means times. So 5 right next to this parentheses means 5 times everything inside this parentheses. So let's multiply it. We're going to do 5 times 6x. And so I can multiply the numbers together and then just kind of like pull the x down. So 30, 5 times 6 is 30, x. So just kind of like, don't forget about that guy. And then we can do kind of the same thing as this plus 5 times 3y. And that is plus 15y. And now I have this expression, this new expression, because I busted open the parentheses. And let's see if it matches. Does it match 11x plus 3y? No. Does it match 11x plus 8y? No. Does it match 30x plus 3y? No. Does it match 30x plus 15y? Yes, it does. Why? Yes, it does. The answer is D. Hooray for us. Let's just kind of think about why they might have put these other answers in, because it'll help us to understand like what you could do wrong. All right, so for A, to get the answer for A, you'd basically have to completely just like ignore the fact that we have parentheses here, and then magically be like, oh yeah, there's a x here and there's a plus here. You'd have to just kind of like make up parts of this equation that didn't exist. So like 5x plus 6x plus 3y, and so like these are like terms, so we get 11x. I don't see any other y's, so we can just kind of pull it down to like a plus 3y, and then hooray, 11x plus 3y. So that's why that's wrong, is because this person just did not realize that parentheses means altogether, and had no clue that a number next to something meant you have to multiply it. Alright, so now let's try B, right? 11x plus 8y. And I guess they were like thinking like just, you'd have to do this. They were like thinking, okay, this person can, pull a 5, like realizes that this parenthesis exists and it's important, but they have no idea like that the 5 needs to be multiplied against each one. They probably guess they think it'd need to be added. So it'd be like, all right, 5 plus 6x. You'd be like, oh, well, maybe that means like 11x. And you make 5 plus 3y, and be like, well, maybe that means like 8y. Like, let me just put this 5 on top of the other numbers. And that's how you get 11x plus 8y. For C is for somebody who knows that 5, like a number next to something else, like 5 next to this whole big parentheses, does mean x multiply, but they don't really understand the idea of parentheses. So they just kind of like ignored that these parentheses ever existed. And then they were like, okay, 5x, like 5 times 6x is 30x, 5, and then, oh wait, they didn't do anything to this 3y, so then just kind of like pulled down the 3y. 30x plus 3y. It's somebody who doesn't understand parentheses. So that, my friends, is why the right answer is right, the wrong answer is wrong, and how to figure out equivalent expressions.